of the world is made up of the ocean. Just think about that number, 71%. That's a pretty large part of the world. Over the past couple decades, oceans have become 30% more acidic due to pollution and pollutants that we are personally putting into the air. 22 million tons of carbon dioxide are absorbed into the water each and every day. Let's see. Everyone loves the beach. I love the beach. I love to go play in the water. I love all that type of stuff, and I'd love my kids to have that in the future. When I saw endangered oceans on the topic list, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, how can this big thing be endangered? It's 71% of our world. Is it really endangered? Over the past 2 weeks, I've done extensive research on the topic, and I found some really interesting statistics and some things that might interest you. So the purpose of my speech is to persuade you that the ocean is in danger, and to persuade you that you all can make a difference, even though it's such a big item we worry about. And I'll be talking about the problems of why this ocean is in danger. I'll be talking the causes of these problems and kind of the reason behind it, and then we'll talk about the solutions on a large scale level, what we can do as a world coming together, and then on a smaller level, what we each can do individually. So now that we know the problem, or now that we know the previous thing, we're going to dive into kind of the problems that I was talking about. Why is acidic water and pollution an issue? It's an issue because it messes up the life cycle of the ocean. The pollution in acidic water doesn't allow the smaller shell-like animals like oysters, mussels, crabs, and lobsters to develop their shells. And it's really deteriorating them, and those animals can be endangered. And other fish and species in the water live off these animals, so if those disappear, what are they going to eat and survive off of? So that could be a major issue. The food chain of the ocean would become out of whack. We would have less seafood to eat, and it kind of messes up our way of life as well. Also, fish ingest 12,000 to 24,000 pounds of plastic every year. Miranda talked about this in her speech, but plastic bottles in the ocean, you know, the huge landfill that's in the ocean. It's a major concern, that all the trash that's in there, and it's not good for the animals in the water, and it's not good for the pollution and everything as well. It just makes the ocean more dirty, and we are putting trash into that water at a rapid pace. That statistic about the plastic and fish was given by the University of California, San Diego, the Scripps Institute of Oceanography, and that is located in San Diego, California. Also, there's a landfill in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. All right, well, there's a landfill in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And as you can see, that big patch right there. And it's become, I don't even know what this thing is. It's like a patch of garbage in the middle of the ocean where the winds kind of move around it so it doesn't really move, but it's just kind of floating there. And this patch of water is the size of Europe. Or this patch of garbage is the size of Europe. If you can see it compared to the rest of the country, it's a major issue. So now that you know some of the problems, I'm going to get into the causes of these problems. Some of the causes is this lack of awareness. I don't know if many of you knew that the ocean was in danger. I mean, I had no idea. So a cause of this is not being aware of the damage we are doing to the ocean. Number two, there's really no legislation behind this. There's no laws that currently aim towards the ocean. I think when we all think of pollution and all this stuff, we normally think of it with land. But we need to kind of think of it as the ocean too, as the ocean makes up a lot of our Earth. It controls our climate, and we wouldn't be on this Earth without the ocean. Let's see, the trash. The trash is a big cause. You know, the trash from the landfill, the trash from just local stuff on the beach. The size of the ocean is so big. Why is it a problem? You know, we just kind of ignore it for that reason. Also, another problem would be ships. Businesses need to become more economical and more sustainable with the way that they're sending products and stuff cross country. All these ships going cross country, they do a lot to the ocean. They pollute it a lot, and it really adds to that total. So now that we've kind of talked about some of the causes, I'm going to get into solutions on a big level and on a small level of how we can make a difference. public statements and news statements. Running news articles, running articles in the paper is a great way to get this out there and to get people kind of aware of this issue. Also, too, the endangered species list. We should be adding some of these shell-like creatures to that list because it's not going to take long. Once that water flips, these animals will start disappearing rapidly, and that would not be good for us. So getting ahead and staying ahead on the topic would be a great idea. Big business and shipping companies, they need to be more sustainable. We can't keep living like this, and they need to find better ways to get their products and goods across country. This is a great way to do it. They just need to find a better way to do it where they can do more at one time. More research. They need more funding for research. You know, this goes back to the Obama administration. And when you're going to make your vote, look at the candidate's ticket and whether they're going to do something about this. In the landfill, we need to find some way to kind of control that and keep trash from going out and keeping creatures from doing all that stuff. On a personal level, what can you do? NationalGeographic.com has a great way where you can kind of get involved, and they have like a 10-step list of how you can help the ocean. One of the big things is recycle. Don't use as many plastic bottles. It's not good for the environment, and it's not good for the ocean. Pick up trash when you're on the beach. That's a great way to do it as well. Also, tell your friends. Tell your friends about this presentation. Tell your friends that the ocean could be in danger if we don't change something fast. And if you want to donate online, there's plenty of websites online where you can donate to this and give it the funding it needs. So then you know the solutions. I'm going to kind of give you my hope for the future. My hope for the future is that it doesn't get to a big problem where it can really mess us up in the future. You know, I'd love for my kids, my grandkids, to be able to play in the ocean without worrying about acidic water and pollution and all that type of stuff. Connecting back to my opening point, you know, 71% of the world is the ocean. That's a big part of the world, you know, and for something like that to be such a problem, I think it's a major concern. So, I guess next time you're at the beach and you see a piece of trash, pick it up, throw it away, and just keep in mind your carbon footprint that you're putting on the world, and always remember to be more sustainable. Thank you.